Hi and hello, I am Athena Pontin here. Welcome to the Human Anatomy for the Biomedical Engineers classroom once again. Today we are going to shift to the next unit that is called as a lymphatic system. So what is lymphatic system and what are all the organs and the vessels and the tissues present in the lymphatic system? All the things we are going to see in this system. Come, let me start the class now. See, lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is also called as a lymphoid system. Okay, this particular lymphatic system is made up of the lymphatic vessels, lymphoid organs or lymphatic organ, and the lymphatic tissues. So these are all the things made to form a lymphatic system. That is, the lymphatic system is made up of the lymphoid vessels, lymphoid organs, and the lymphatic tissues. So all these things do the main functions towards the human body, especially for removing the waste, removing the unwanted things in the blood. Okay. We know that circulatory system is especially for circulating the blood. Approximately 20 liters of blood from the circulatory system is processed through the capillary filtrations per day. Okay, please remember. In that, during the process of the capillary filtration, the plasma is removed. The filtered plasma is removed. In that filtered plasma, the 17 liters of roughly 17 liters of filtered plasma will reabsorbed through the blood vessels, and the remaining 3 liters, roughly remaining 3 liters will be stayed in the interstitial fluid. That 3 liters can be processed. That 3 liters can be processed and it make route to the blood vessels by this lymphatic system. Hope you understand. See, this particular lymphatic system contains a lymph. Lymph is not a blood, please remember. Lymph is like a fresh water. Okay, fresh water that is present in the blood. So this particular lymphatic system consists of lymph. This particular lymph is fully made up of a cell called the lymphocytes. Of course, we already know that where we can able to say, know about this lymphocyte. In the blood cells, we have red blood cells, white blood cells, and that is platelets. The red blood cells are also called erythrocytes. The white blood cells are also called lymphocytes and platelets. This lymphocyte is this. Please remember, this lymphatic cells. These lymphatic cells are called the lymphocytes that are mostly a white blood cells. Of course, you know that the function of the white blood cells. The function of the white blood cells is it acts as a police force. It will defend against the pathogens. So that is the main job did by this particular lymphocyte. Okay, so please remember, lymphatic system consists of lymph. That lymph is fully made up of lymphocytes. The lymphocytes are nothing but the white blood cells. That white blood cells' main function is it will protect the body against the pathogens. That is it acts as a police force. It acts as a defense force. That is a main job done by this particular lymphocytic cells that is present in the lymph. Now we are going to see the structure of a lymphatic system. The structure of lymphatic system consists of two main organ division. One is primary lymphoid organ, another one is secondary lymphoid organs. This primary lymphoid organ consists of bone marrow and thymus. Please remember. The secondary lymphoid organ consists of spleen and lymph nodes. So these are very important organs coming under the lymphatic system. Okay, Please remember, primary, secondary. In the primary, we have bone marrow and thymus. In the secondary, we have spleen and the lymph nodes. See, of course, we all know that what is the main function of the bone marrow. The bone marrow is especially for generating the blood cells, especially lymph nodes, that is the lymphocytes, that is WBC. In the WBC, we have the two different types of cells are there. That is T helper cells and the P cells. That is T cells and P cells. That is especially for fight against the pathogens. That is the job done by this particular lymphocytic cells. Okay, so this is the process that we see about this bone marrow. The main job is to generating the lymphocytes. That particular lymphocyte is especially for protecting the human body against the pathogens by the secretion of T cells and the B cells. Okay, especially 95% of the T cells that fight against the pathogens. Okay, so this is the main concept. And then the next part is thymus. So the thymus support this particular bone marrow to fight against the pathogens. This particular thymus produces thymus cells. That thymus cells is also joined along with these particular T and P cells to fight against the pathogens. So this is considered as the main organ for the lymphatic system. That is why it is coming under the primary lymphoid organs. Then the secondary lymphoid organ, that is the spleen and the lymph nodes. Of course, this particular lymph node is just like as a blood vessels. It consists of so many lymph vessels that are connecting all the limbs all over the body. So that is the main job for this particular lymph node. It will, through this only, the lymph will travel over it in all over the body. So the main function of this lymphatic system is especially, we already saw that, filtration. The filtration is the main process of this particular lymphatic system. Then the second important job is for fight against the pathogen. Especially this particular bone marrow secreting some of the lymphocytes. It consists of T cells and B cells to fight against the pathogens. The thymus, it will produce the thymus cells to join with the bone marrow cells and fight against the pathogens. And this particular spleen can able to generate some of the cells to produce the antigens to fight against the antigens. And this particular lymph nodes is a pathway that the lymph will travel over it. All these are the secondary functions. The main function is all are working towards to filtrate the blood. That is the 3 liters of blood that is after the capillary filtration. The 17 liters of the blood will be reabsorbed and the 3 liters of the blood will be stayed in the interstitial fluid that can be reabsorbed and that can be reconnected or rerouted by this particular lymphatic system. So this is the small description about the lymphatic system. And what are the lymph nodes are there and what are the lymph vessels are there and what are the main organs that are coming under the lymphatic system and what are the main function of lymphatic system, all the things we crossed over. Hope you understand. We are just hold this topic today because this lymphatic system and the next part is next system is immune system. We are just know the outline of this. Okay, as like as a circulatory system, respiratory system and a central nervous system. This particular thing is very simple for the biomedical engineers to study about it because we are not going into the deeper study. We are just going outline of this particular what is lymphatic system and what is the organs and what are the functions. Okay, so in the next class we are going to see the last topic of our syllabus, that is the immune system. Thank you very much.